Hi guys, Jason here, and today we're going to show you how we shoot in harsh sunlight. A huge disclaimer, please avoid shooting at harsh sunlight as much as possible. Shoot at sunrise or sunset instead. You don't need any of these equipment if you're shooting at those times. But if you do need to shoot in harsh sunlight, we're going to show you how to do it. We're going to show you some beginner techniques using some basic equipment, and then we're going to show you some advanced techniques using some advanced equipment. Okay, important thing before we start, get an ND filter. ND filter is probably the most important thing you need, because without it, your footage is just going to look crap. So what ND filter does is it makes sure that you're shooting at a low aperture when shooting in harsh sunlight. This will give you some bokeh and depth of field and will make your footage look cinematic when shooting in these conditions. The first thing you want to do is to make sure you're shooting shadow side. So that means placing the sun behind your subject. Shooting shadow side will give you more depth on your subject's face. If you're not shooting shadow side, your subject will be staring right at the sun and it's going to make your subject super uncomfortable. And in doing that, it will also provide an unflattering look on your subject's face. Tip 2 is that you can use a reflector. What is this, you might ask? This is something what every filmmaker and photographer has. So you can pick up any one of these for just like 30 bucks from Amazon or eBay. They're super cheap, they're super handy. They have a reflector, they have a diffusion inside, they have all kinds of things. You see, what we're doing is like we're reflecting like the light from the sun to the shadow part of his face, giving it a bit of a feel light to the subject's face. And now the light on the subject's face looks more even. Next thing you guys want to do is to bring in some diffusion. So this is what it looks like when you diffuse it. As you can see, the light on Jono's face is much more flattering. You know, the light is way softer, and that's what the diffusion does. If you want to look more professional, you can purchase a butterfly frame with a diffusion sheet. A lot of big production use this, and what it's going to do, it's also going to diffuse the light for you with a larger surface area. So this is a fairly easy setup. What we have here is just 2 C-stands, 2 sticks, and a diffusion sheet. And what we did was just put them together with your C-stand heads. Wow, it's looking really good right now. So this is what it looks like when we brought in the butterfly frame diffusion sheet. As you can see, this achieved the same function as the previous diffusion. However, because this diffusion sheet is larger than the previous one, the light is softer on the subject's face. What we could do to really improve it is to bring in a reflector, a backlight, to backlight the subject, making your shot more dynamic and adding depth to your shot. Now we're going to show you how we apply these techniques into one of our real-life shoots. So for this shoot, we're doing a lifestyle campaign shoot for a developer client, and for this scene specifically, we're doing a restaurant scene. So in this initial wide shot here, we actually have a lot of harsh sunlight coming in on their faces. So as we transition to a close-up, you can see that the light on her face is no longer harsh as compared to the wider shot. This is because we use a diffusion sheet, and this produced a very soft light onto her face. And then we did the same thing on the next shot to the guy. The sunlight was going onto his face. That's why we used the diffusion sheet to produce a softer light onto his face. So that's it. That's one of the examples where we use the diffusion technique. I hope that with these techniques, you can be better prepared in your future shoots. If you feel like this video helped you in any way, please like and subscribe to support our channel. And we also have an email newsletter. If you want to hear more about our insights, our struggles, our challenges that we faced when we first started our production company, please subscribe to our emails newsletter. You can find the link in the description down below. And that's about it. Bye-bye. Bye.
Hey Jace, what are you doing?
I'm just scared my camera is gonna overheat. That's why I'm putting like the diffusion frame over it.